Got the Dr. Pulley 4.5 gram sliders on the Honda Ruckus. This thing's awesome. We're up in the high country. It's October 23rd, I think, today. It snowed a little bit. That's pretty typical at this altitude. Now we're headed downhill. I've been going uphill for the past 5 miles, and man, what a difference. So you got a stock Honda Ruckus, a Pulley variator, 4.5 gram Dr. Pulley sliders, and just really can't say enough about it. I was also going to say, you know, the Honda Ruckus, I've owned this Ruckus. It's got about 1,900 miles on it. I think I bought it, and it had less than 1,000, and it's back in 2008-ish time frame. 2007, 2008, I purchased this used off of Craigslist. I've owned it since then. So probably, 15 years I've had this thing. Still just running like a top. I've left it sit for quite a long time, stretches of time, and I've had to go in and clean out the carburetor and do all that business. But you got to take the battery out. Kind of keep the cover off. It's getting late in the season, so I'm getting ready to take the battery out. I'm just taking it for a last-minute ride here in the winter, right before winter comes. Such a nice scooter. It's really just a wonderful way to enjoy being outside. It's super quiet. I mean, I'm recording with my phone and I don't have a separate microphone, and the thing is just super, super quiet. Love it. It's nice to go scooting around and nobody really hears you when you're pulling up on them, and you can kind of just see what's going on in the world. Nice out, looking for some wildlife, a lot of hunters. I haven't actually seen any hunters yet, but it's midweek, it's Wednesday, so they might not be out today, but we'll just see if we can see here. It's a little bit messy and wet. Can't decide if it wants to melt or freeze. You know, that's the Rockies in the fall. This is a nice hill that we're pulling up right now. Just to give an idea, I'm over 200 pounds. Pretty steep hill right here. Those Dr. Pulley 4.5 gram sliders, man, I've never seen such a big improvement in performance. It's just, I cannot believe I waited this long to put them on. I just put them on today and taking a little test spin here. I love these, what are called waterboard roads. They're not really Forest Service roads. It's the Denver Water Board that runs them. And coming up on a patch of snow here. So instead of going on the snow that's been driven on, since I'm only one-handed and it's going to be slick, I'm just going to go on the undriven snow because it's much less slick than the tracked. Yeah, it's doing pretty good for slow. Nice fat tires here with the shadow. Yeah, did just fine. Kind of look this way, look this way. I thought I might get snowed out coming up here, but it's just a dusting, so still drivable for right now. That's not going to last. It'll be a couple weeks. There'll be opening ski areas up here, so we won't be driving around anymore. What a wonderful, beautiful October day. Taking the Ruckus. This is such a nice machine. All right, steep downhill here. I've got these little foot pegs, Zydemer, I think they call them. Don't want to wreck here. That was close. It's getting slick, and I got one brake and one hand. There we go. That wasn't too bad. All right, now we got a nice steep uphill. Check this out. See how we can keep it going here. See the trees. Okay. Normally, on stuff this steep, sometimes I have to push my foot, but you can hear the RPMs are nice and high. So that those lighter weight Pulley, Dr. Pulley sliders on there actually keep the variator at a lower gear at higher RPM so I can haul my big butt around here. Rocks up there. And man, what a difference. I used to kind of struggle getting up this hill with the old round weights that they had in there. I think I had maybe 6 gram roller weights. The really cool thing about these Doctor's pulley sliders is that they allow the variator to go further away, like wider apart at the low end, so that you get a lower gear ratio, so that the belt is closer to the crankshaft. And then at the higher speeds, it allows the variator to get much closer together so that the belt is closer to the edge of the variator and gives you a much higher gear. So it's kind of on both ends of it, it's much better performance. And man, I can just see a massive change from when I had the old roller weights to this ride right now. You can hear the RPM really picks up quickly as you hit the flats, and it's just such a nice smooth transition. The other rollers were really jerky, and it would kind of bog down on the hills, and you kind of have to push a lot with your foot, and I'm not having to do any of that right now. It's just spectacular. Nice beautiful day in the mountains. Nice. See these old kind of logging waterboard roads, you know? Nice day out. Okay, now we're gonna stop the video. Get a pause.